Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Floodlights Camera Action from me, Ethan and producer Ethan Hawke. We look to bridge the gap between film and football and tell you exactly what films you should be watching and what ones to avoid. I'm Jack, but podcast is only because it's co-host every week. I'm joined by my good friend Veronica to work through the do's and don'ts of film watching. Veronica, how are you? I've heard you've had a good day, hopefully.
Yeah, it's been okay. I've just been watching football all day and having a million beers. So
A few small
good
beers,
day.
a few large
What?
beers, a few small beers,
Large,
large beers,
large for sure.
a few large beers. I had an eye test this morning, and that's kind of as exciting as my day got. Um,
Wow.
the woman, the optician, she said she's very impressed by how I was able to read the small and far away letters, but she said I did still need glasses and that my eyes were getting worse. So that's fun because I got to buy new glasses. I've gone for a slightly different style this time. I've gone for clear frames as opposed to
Wow.
yeah. I know. I thought I said to the girl, I was like, I'm going to change it up. I saw a pair online the other day. I was like, I really like them, and I went in and tried them on today. And I looked at the woman. So I looked in the mirror at myself, and I looked at the woman, and we both went, "No." I've got quite an oblong. I've got like a long head, a long narrow head, and these were like slightly too wide and circular framed, and we both agreed I looked like a bug. So I didn't get them. I've got some other ones, but that's as much optician chat as this podcast is ever going to get. Today we have got some dissing course topics to discuss. We've got potentially a physical media update, and we'll of course go through our recent watches. Do you want to start, or do you want me to start? You can decide.
I really don't have many.
Neither
I have
do
four.
I've got 4 features and a short film, so
Oh, okay. Well, we've both done bad.
No,
I think
no,
we
no,
should
no,
be
no.
punished.
I don't think we should. I think we should. Is it a crime to live, to enjoy our lives? We've been doing things.
I don't think I've been enjoying my life.
Well, no.
I've
We've
just
been working.
busy.
We've been working to death, is what we've been doing.
Is working enjoying life? I don't think so.
Do you live to work, or do you work to live? That's the important question, the age-old question.
I think I live to work.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we do all live to work because of the way the world works. Who knew this would be a philosophy podcast? Yeah, because it will stop me philosophizing.
Go for it.
So I'll do 2 of mine. The first one I saw post-record, we're not counting the Stuart Lee specials I went through because who wants to hear about that, was the new Clint Bentley film, Train Dreams, starring Joel Edgerton, Felicity Jones, Kerry Condon was in there as well, as was William H. Macy, one of my favourites. This is straight to Netflix. It made we didn't debut, but it featured at London Film Festival. Arthur and Seth loved it. I didn't manage to see it, but I knew that I wanted to when it came out. It has got some of the most gorgeous nature cinematography I think I've ever seen in a film. It is just unbelievably gorgeous, and really should have had a proper theatrical release. It's quite I know it's thrown around quite loosely. It's quite Terrence Malick-y, quite naturalistic, quite a bit slow, deliberate. The script I believe it's adapted from a book. The script is just brilliant. It's emotional, it's powerful. There's a lot to learn from it. And Joel Edgerton is fantastic. I mean, he's one of those actors that he never really gets the plaudits he deserves, in my opinion, but he's just so good in pretty much everything I've seen him in. And the ending is just brilliant. If you're a fan of kind of naturalistic, slow character studies about a logger, then this is the film for you. It's on Netflix. Highly recommend it. Give it 4.5 out of 5. And on the flip side,
what do you think about, by the way, the discourse? Because I saw a lot of Train Dreams discourse on Twitter recently. I haven't seen it, but it seems like there's a lot of people who just flipped very quickly on it and have said, this is boring.
Yeah.
How are people, loving this film so much, blah, blah. What do you have to say?
I think there is, if this kind of film isn't for you, if you do not like this kind of film, you won't like Train Dreams. However, I also think there is a lot of people in there who are so TikTok pilled and kind of slot pilled that they can't really cope with anything slow. Because it's not thrills. There's some like set pieces with fire and trees, but it's not. There's no like big action scenes. There's no big like massive argument scenes, for example. Um, it's kind of like a mini brutalist in a way. That's kind of how I describe it. So there's definitely a fair critique of people who don't like the film, but I think you get with every film that people like. That it then very quickly flips to, oh, it's overrated, oh, it's crap, or oh, why did we like it as much as we did? Apart from with Train Dreams, it's happened seemingly in the space of a week, which is fairly impressive.
Do you think it's kind of now inevitable that every film that is that starts off universally liked just becomes disliked by people who just like want to have a different opinion? I
Yeah.
like that happens all the time. You know what? I noticed it first. There's that really famous Letterboxd review now on Everything Everywhere All at Once.
Yeah.
Where the girl's like, enjoy this film while film Twitter lets you or something.
And then Anora, right?
Yeah, and the Anora, like,
Poor
God, it
Things as
flipped
well.
so quickly. Like, when people liked it at Cannes, it was like, oh, this is a great film. Sean Baker's done it again. And then it gets Oscar nominated, and everyone's suddenly like,
And then Oscar
no,
winning.
actually, this is awful. This is exploitation, and this hates women and whatever.
But I feel like we have
crazy.
this. I feel like we have this conversation a lot, and like you can dislike of any film, like no problem with that. But it's when it feels like it's performative, or you're just kind of saying it for likes or to be contrarian, and then it's just like, oh, shut up, man.
Yeah, it's contrarianism for sure.
Yeah, like for example, those films we listed there, Everything Ever All at Once, Poor Things, and Nora, I have softened on rewatch slightly. Not, I still really love all of those films, but I softened on them for in my opinion, legitimate reasons. But in which is, it's fine to dislike a film. It's fine to change your opinion on a film. It's fine to, as time progresses, you look back and you go, oh, maybe I over-egged the pudding on that one a little bit. But yeah, it feels like it's just like massively like condensed now, in that like people flipped on Train Dreams in a week, which is like mad. It's a film about a logger. Like, it should not be this divisive, guys. Come on.
No, that's why even though it's a little bit pretentious, I do like seeing films at film festivals, because then I'm like, okay, I can just watch this without knowing what anyone else thinks of it beforehand. Like, even I feel like sometimes I'm probably affected by other people's criticisms or views on a film before I watch it.
Yeah.
And it's hard not to, right? It happens subconsciously anyway.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really stop it completely unless you watch it before anyone else has.
But then it does also flip the other way, in that, like, for example, and I think we said we would never speak about this film again until we do our end of year review, but After the Hunt was panned at the festivals for good reason. It's a terrible, terrible film.
It's just contrarian. People just love to be contrarian.
Yeah, totally. It's like, that you do not have to pick this hill to die on. There are many other hills that I will let you die on. You do not need to defend After the Hunt, and you do not need to savagely just slate Train Dreams, which is...
People were posting clips of After the Hunt in defense of it, and it made it look so much worse. Like,
yeah, I mean...
Someone posted a clip of Julia...
Andrews.
What's her name?
Roberts? Andrews? What one is it?
Julia Roberts speaking... It was Julia Roberts speaking to A.O. Debris towards the end of the film at the university.
Yeah.
Yeah, and someone posted it as in like defending the film, and I was like, this is like one of the worst clips you could have chosen.
Yeah,
this makes them look so bad, and the writing looks so bad.
If you want to defend that film, I think you probably have to put a Michael Stuhlbarg scene in there. I think that's the only... Yeah. Or anything with Julia Roberts where she's not acting against a plank of wood. Like, no offense to A.O. Debris, but she's...
No, she's not very good
in that film.
But I mean, the writing is also very much like the writer does not know how to write anyone under the age of 35. Like,
yeah.
Anyway, let's never talk about that film again.
Until we very, very, very briefly touch on it in our 2025 review podcast.
Yeah.
If you don't want a slow film that's really beautiful to look at and isn't actually that long, it's about an hour and 40 minutes. Go watch Train Dreams. It's pretty good. I then watched The Devil All the Time, 2020 film from Antonio Campos. Terrible title, like just awful title. I watched it mainly basically entirely for Ron Pattinson, as well as Tom Holland, who I need to work out where I land on Tom Holland. I think I'm going to watch The Lost City of Z soon, which also has Robert Pattinson in it. I think James Gray made that. Because I can't tell if I don't think he's bad, Tom Holland. I just don't know how good he is. He's kind of...
I've never seen a good Tom Holland performance.
I've not seen like a terrible one either. He's just like straight
I've
down
only
the
seen him
middle.
as Spider-Man.
Yeah, and in Spider-Man,
I've
he's
like anyone who plays Spider-Man.
Yeah,
I will say that.
Yeah, he does like a good job for Spider-Man. It's not a great performance, but he's all right in that film. Rob Pattinson is doing an insane accent. Blaspheming the loud. Big fan of that. I'm not a massive fan of Bill Skarsgård. Jason Clarke I like a lot. Harry Melling's in it. He was actually in a film I saw today, which I'll get to later. He was in Lily Carrington Pillion. He was Hogwarts alum. He's pretty good. I like Harry Melling. But the film itself, though, it's terrible. It's really boring. I didn't care about any of it. It could have been a lot better. I can see that there is a film within the concept that's quite good, but unfortunately the execution there's just nothing to grab hold of. I don't even have anything to say about it. It's just like crap. I know that's really bad criticism, but sometimes a film it gave me nothing. So it got 1 out of 5 for me. Rob Pattinson's pretty good.
Go girl, give us nothing.
Yeah.
That's Dua Lipa.
That's the film. And now I'll hand over to yourself.
Is it my turn now?
Yeah, that's what I meant by I'll hand over to yourself. those few big
really
beers have gone to your head there.
Yeah. I don't really know what to do because the next two are rewatches. Like, I rewatched Anora. I watched my Criterion of Anora, and actually, I love it so much. Like the scenes where the Take That song plays, Great as Day, just fill me with so much like euphoria, especially the bits where it's all going well and they get married and all that. I don't know, like I really do buy into it. I think it's very like it makes me want to go get married in Vegas. It really does.
But then you watch the rest of the film and you're like, ooh.
Yeah, but up until that point, it's like, God, I'm so jealous. Me and who, and obviously me being him and Nora being Mikey Madison.
Sorry to barge
Mikey
in
Madison,
quickly.
please call me.
That is a really good. It shows that when you watch the film as a whole, there might be some people who are like, oh, it was so obviously fake. But if as a viewer you get wrapped up in the romance. You can totally sympathise as to why Anora or Annie rather gets wrapped up in the romance and gets blinded by it.
It's not even the romance. Like I think right. I read a lot of reviews after rewatching Anora because there's a lot more reviews now than there were the last time I watched it.
Because that's how time works. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm just so surprised at how some people completely misunderstand this film because it's not like it's a love. It's more like she gets wrapped up in someone being able to rescue her from the socioeconomic situation she's in, right?
You sound like Caleb, what's his name? What's his fucking Will Smith's son? We just talk about the economic state of the world right now, man?
No, but you get what I mean. Like, she's not in love with him. You think she's in love with this guy?
She's in love with
it's about the fact that
she's in love with this.
He can save her from this, situation.
She's in love with the lifestyle.
Not great that she's in.
I don't mean that in a gold diggery way. I mean it as in, it's such a charmed life and a different life and a different it's literally a different world to her, to what she's living in.
Yeah, and like she kind of the thing is she doesn't believe him when he proposes to her. She's like, no way, like you're joking, because she probably finds it pretty hard to trust people, and she trusts him to give her a way out of this. And then the fact that he betrays her, like I think it really does hurt her a lot, which also explains the way that she acts towards Igor towards the end, right? Like people are like, oh, what is she doing? This is against her character. No, it makes sense. I don't know. The criticism I think is genuinely a lack of media literacy. Yeah, I still love this film, and I think Mikey Madison is so great. And I watched the interviews after I watched the film that are like included in the Criterion.
It's a really good
And
print
Mikey Madison
of
is
the
like
film,
such a sweet like person that she does such a good job at being a Nora, because she just seems like the nicest person ever that would never ever even say a swear word in her interviews. It's like, she is really great in this film. She definitely deserved the Oscar.
Do you know who I loved in Anora? And he obviously didn't get the credit he deserved, because it was like a supporting support. It was like an actual supporting role. It was Karen Karagulian, who played Toros.
Yeah.
He was in Tangerine as well, a film I hated, but he was my favorite part of Tangerine. He's so funny, like his comedic timing, and same as Vasha Hovnasian. Like that little duo, especially in the second act where they're in the house, it's
very clearly comedic relief. Some people are like some people genuinely read so deep into that scene, and they're like, this is like they're holding her hostage. This is like a kidnapping. This is like abuse or something. And I'm like, I'm pretty sure this is for comedic effect, and she does kick their ass. Like,
I mean, I think it works.
Were you watching the scene?
I mean, I think it's an attempted kidnapping, but the joke is that like it is dark what they're trying to do.
The joke is that they're really shit at it.
They're so bad at it, and it's like just pure slapstick.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. I think there's just so much revisionism that comes with like if this film didn't win any awards, no one would say any of this stuff. And that's just like a fact. No one would have this many problems with it. And it would definitely not warrant as much discourse as it has since it's won Oscars. But anyway, whatever.
Did you know,
I still love it.
Did you know there is actually a Floodlights camera action link to this film?
There's a what of this film?
There's a Floodlights camera action link to this film. Do you know
is
what
there?
It is? Yep. Do you know what it is?
Is it because I did say the first time I watched it that it was the best film I've seen all year.
Nope.
So we kind of did predict the Oscar.
No. We've actually got a genuine link to the film.
Do you know Mikey Madison?
Not quite, no. So Lindsay Normington, who plays Diamond, who plays like the other stripper who she hates.
Yeah, the arch nemesis. Yeah.
She is currently doing a play with Amy Forsyth.
Wow. Well, actually, there's also another link, because one of my friends is at Cannes and took vodka shots with Mark, the guy who plays Vanya. Yeah.
We've got a lot of links to this film.
We do.
If we were tight enough with Amy Forsyth, and Amy was tight enough with Lindsay, and Lindsay was tight enough with anyone else on the film, we'd be like so in. Or your friend was tight with Mark Eidelstein.
Yeah, surely. Anyway, 5 stars on rewatch. I still loved it. I don't care. Next film I rewatched The Testament of Anne Lee. I watched it on 35mm film at BFI South Bank, and there was also a Q&A with Amanda Seyfried beforehand. It was more like a career retrospective than a Q&A about the film.
Can I just quickly say about 35mm? I think 35mm is my favourite format and my favourite films are shot on 35mm. I think it's like Roof Man was shot on 35 and it looked
I love
gorgeous
it as well. I remember seeing Begonia on it. I was like, this is better than the original version I saw a few weeks ago.
The grain is like so... Oh, it's just beautiful.
It adds a lot, I think.
Did we watch... Was Velvet Goldmine on 35?
I think it might have been.
That print was nuts. Because it was like clearly so old. And it was just like, so... But it added to it. It's like so crackly. I need to rewatch that film soon.
Yeah, for sure. No, Testament of Anne Lee, still 5 stars. I love this film. It's so annoying to me that it comes out in February in the UK.
So it is If I Had Legs, I'd Kick You.
Yeah, exactly.
Next year's going to be good. And I think 2025 has been really good. 2026 going to be nuts.
But Testament of Anne Lee is just... I mean, I wrote a longer review on it on the Medium page, if anyone cares, but...
She's a yapper.
It's just brilliant. Like, it's very, very close to being my favourite film of the year. It might even be my favourite film of the year. But I do think it very much depends on the person. Like, if you connect with the film, if you connect with Amanda Seyfried's performance as Anne Lee, I think you completely buy into it. I realized watching it the second time the fact that I was so invested the first time because I never noticed the jokes in the film. Like, the first time I watched it completely straight. Like, I was so invested. I was completely serious the whole time. I watched it the second time, and the audience was actually laughing at the jokes, and I realized, oh, some of this is actually quite funny.
You are the person who hates that doesn't understand
never
the
noticed it the
humour.
first time. Yeah, the first one was like, why would anyone find this funny? It's very serious.
Yeah. I remember that actually, so I was watching Punch Drunk Love at Picture House Crate, and people were laughing at like the sad scenes. Like, no, you don't deserve it. You don't get it. Leave him alone.
No, but I think the bits in this were probably meant to be funny. I just was very, very invested the first time. Amanda Seyfried, the Q&A beforehand, I thought was very interesting. I don't know how to explain it. Like,
did she talk about Mamma Mia or not? That's all I care about.
She did. And she talked about First Reformed as well.
I always forget about that film. And it's really, like, it's a really good film, but like, I constantly... The fact that Ethan Hawke didn't get an Oscar nomination for that film is nuts.
Yeah. She talked about Paul Schrader very carefully. And one of the things she said... one of the things she said was like, working with him is like as if he has 5 eyes on you at all times, which is interesting.
He's got one on ChatGPT as well, so you know he's got a lot of eyes.
But no, she seems great. There's something about her where she's very career focused. She's very driven. I think she's very much like, when you imagine what an actor is like in terms of personality, I think that is pretty much what you imagine, is like someone like Amanda Seyfried. She's very much an actress. Like, she said she doesn't want to direct, she doesn't want to do anything else, she doesn't want to write. She just does her job as an actress, and that's it.
Don't get above your
sure
station.
She's cool, but
don't get ideas above your station, Amanda. Good.
She's very honest. She speaks very well. But however,
that is how they speak about like new managers at football clubs. I thought Amanda Seyfried spoke really well at Nottingham Forest unveiling. She spoke really well. Yeah,
she spoke very well. However, I think that, you know, there's something that you can't really explain where you decide, would I have a pint with this person or not? It's kind of it's hard to quantify that metric, you know.
Yeah.
And controversially, I don't think I'd have a pint with Amanda Seyfried.
I don't think that's controversial, you know. I don't
really?
think it. I don't. She's not.
She's likable. I just don't think I'd have a pint with her.
She's not a pintsman.
No.
Florence Pugh, pintsman.
Oh, Florence Pugh, 100% is a good pint.
My mate's mate. Apparently, they were in a pub together, and he was like really awkward and like asked her for a photo, and Florence Pugh's mate went, "Not now, mate." He like walked off to his tail, isn't he? Like,
oh no. I kind of get it. I wouldn't really walk up to anyone in a pub.
He was just really weird about it, and like Florence Pugh's mate was like, "What are you doing? Like, come on."
I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like,
leave her alone. She just wants a Guinness and a fag.
Hashtag leave Florence Pugh alone in pubs, please.
That's a long hashtag, but I agree.
Yeah.
Just don't be weird around celebrities.
Oh my god! You know what? Yesterday I saw on TikTok, someone posted a video like in
Ryan
London.
Gosling?
Yeah, the Ryan Gosling one.
Yeah. Leave him alone.
It was so strange.
Leave the Goz alone. He'll come up later, by the way, in this episode.
But genuinely, like, it is very strange. Like, you're in a restaurant in London, and you're just filming this guy talking to his wife. It's so weird.
I looked in the comments, and there was something along the lines of, "We don't film celebrities in London. That's why they like it here." This is not a paparazzi city, guys. Come on.
No.
Just be like, if you think this person is really cool, fine. Maybe go speak to them if you sense that they're somewhat free. Or go, fuck, that's cool, it's Ryan Gosling, and just leave them alone.
Yeah, just tell your friends the next day, oh, by the way, I saw Ryan Gosling at the restaurant yesterday. Wasn't that cool?
They'll probably never believe you, but you know it's true.
Sure. Yeah, I agree.
Free Ryan Gosling from weird people in London restaurants. Hashtag. They're the two hashtags.
That's a good hashtag. That's a better one than what I had.
Just
Do you
increasingly long hashtags about A-list actors and actresses.
Yeah, they suffer so much, guys. Come on.
Yeah, Florence Pugh died for our freedom. In
All right,
some
you go
South East
next
London
with
pub.
your
Okay,
next two.
next up, I watched Joachim Trier's. I'm not sure I put a French accent on that. Because I don't think he's French. He is Norwegian, Danish-born Norwegian filmmaker. I watched his directorial debut, Reprise, starring Anders Danielsen Lai, Espen Klaumann Hoyner, Victoria Winge. That's a funny name. And other people who I haven't heard of before. I gave this 4 out of 5. It's a low 4 out of 5. It's close to a 3.5 than a 4.5. At first I gave it 3.5, but the more I sat about it, I was kind of thinking, oh, that's really cool. Actually, I see not necessarily a lot of actually, I do see a bit of myself in some of the characters. I definitely more so Anders Danielson's character than Eswin Klauman's character. Um, I, I thought the script was really good. The editing was really good. It took me a minute to get my head around, a long minute actually, to get my head around the non-linear narrative. And the more I sat at the ending, the more I liked it because I didn't really understand it. And I really like Joachim Trier's films. I've seen 2 now. I'll talk a little bit about sentimental value in our dissing course bit. But I really like how he shoots and edits scenes of people being interviewed on TV. There was a few moments in sentimental value. There was 1 or 2 moments in Reprise, and it just feels like exactly how it should look and feel. And that's a weird compliment, but it's one I mean wholeheartedly. So I'm excited to watch more of Joachim Trier's work because I'm a big fan of his writing. I then watched a short film from I think BBC Northern Ireland called Rewarding, and the reason I watched this is because it stars Vittorio Angeloni, one of my favorite comedians and podcasters. It is about 2 care workers. It's a short film, about 15 minutes. It's very funny. It's a comedy. Who are they're about to be inspected by like the big boss of the care company, and it's very much about the sacrifices that care workers have to make, what they'll do for their clients. Clients is a weird word, but I think probably the appropriate one. And just about human kindness, really. And it's very funny. I mean, Vittorio's great. He just basically does fuck me eyes the entire thing. I'm going to butcher this. Shana Kerslake's character. Yeah, it's nice. It's on BBC iPlayer at the moment. If you want a little short film to watch, I recommend that one. It's called Rewarding. Big fan of that. And then the last thing I watched was today, actually. I watched The Tragedy of Macbeth, directed by Joel Cohen, the more saucy of the Cohen brothers, because Ethan does not have the juice, unfortunately. It's absolutely stunning. Production design's really good. Sound design's really good. Catherine Hunter's really good. Denzel Washington is really good. I gave it 3.5 out of 5. Partly because, and I don't want to sound thick when I say this, but I find Shakespeare in English to be so difficult to kind of comprehend when I'm watching it. Like when I'm reading it, it's okay, but when I'm watching it, there is just a lot to take in, and there's so many metaphors and like words that I don't really understand. So it was kind of hard to comprehend for like the first 2/3. I'd read Macbeth at school, maybe, but I would have done, but not really since. But the third act is like brilliant because it really ratchets up the tension and the anger and the energy. Yeah, I mean, if you're like a beloved Shakespeare fan, like I'm sure you'll love The Tragedy of Macbeth. It's definitely good. I'm not denying that. I found it quite hard to really engage with just because I'm not used to interpreting Shakespeare in English in real time. And do you think that makes me a bad critic, a bad engager in the films, or is that
No, because I don't think you're a film critic.
True. Do you think that makes me a bad consumer? Because I struggle to. It's difficult, man. It's tricky. Shakespeare in English it's tricky. There's a lot of weird yapping and a lot of weird metaphors to get your head around.
And I remember reading it. I remember reading Macbeth. I mean, I really liked it.
Yeah, It's good, really good.
I think it's easier when you read it because you have some time to try to comprehend what it means, I guess.
Yeah, I'm having it with I'm reading the Iliad at the moment, which is the story of the Trojan War, from ancient Greece, and like there's a lot of just the way Homer writes is not. It doesn't follow conventional English kind of sentence structures or writing styles. So it's like there are some things where you kind of have to read it twice. And I guess it's similar with Shakespeare. Like it's fine, like you can read it twice and take your time with it. But when it's a film and like the lines are like I had subtitles on, like, I'm not afraid to say that. It's just like quite a lot to get your head around.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I guess I haven't really watched anything like that recently,
Good though,
so I don't know.
it is good. Just a bit tricky. But yeah, that's my recent watches.
Okay, I'll go with my two. The second one, I don't have much to say. It's rubbish. The first one, I watched Blue Moon,
No
which
spoilers,
is
please.
no spoilers, but it's the latest Richard Linklater film. We absolutely love Richard Linklater on this podcast.
Yeah.
He's released
on my
two
Richard.
films. Yeah, we call him Rich, actually.
Big Ricky Linky, they call him.
Ricky Linky Dink. That's what we call him.
Would love to interview him one day. Would love to interview him one day. Whoo!
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Yeah, let's not mention interview Richard Linklater ever again. Anyway, so Blue Moon is it's a film where Ethan Hawke plays Pedro Pascal, a materialist, before he got his leg extension surgery.
Yeah. Ethan Hawke is a Labubu.
Ethan Hawke is a Labubu. Margaret Qualley is very insanely beautiful.
Is Margaret Qualley Pixie
always.
Lott and Ethan Hawke is Labubu?
She looks so good in blonde hair, by the way.
She is Pixie Lott then.
Like, so, I don't know what it is. It's blonde hair on Margaret Qualley does really work well. Maybe she should consider dyeing her hair. I think it's just because she's hot. Great.
I think she could have no hair in it.
I think if you're that attractive, any color hair you have, it doesn't matter, actually.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anyway, yeah, Ethan Hawke is a Labubu and a very excitable little man who is a yearner as well.
Real yearner. Hashtag real yearners.
Hashtag real yearners. And I think this is based on a true story. I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah.
This guy who like writes musical numbers or something.
Glad you enjoyed the film. There's a guy.
Yeah.
There's a guy. He's got a job, I think, and he writes songs maybe, and he's a Labubu.
Yeah. But Ethan Hawke is great. Margaret Qualley, great. I think we're not surprised by this at all. Richard Linklater, yeah, great. The screenplay,
Andrew Scott and Bobby Cannavale as well.
Did we expect to like this? Yeah, because it's a Richard Linklater film with Ethan Hawke and Margaret Qualley. I actually think I'd rate it even higher on rewatch. I gave it 4 stars. But I think the writing is really good. I really did like it. I mean, listen, there's not much. I will say, I get why some people don't like it, because there's not much going on. It's like a one, what's it called? Like a single
location. It's like a play almost. Single
location, pretty much, film. It's a lot of speaking. 90% of it is Ethan Hawke as a Labubu. 10% of it's Margaret Qualley speaking at Ethan Hawke in one scene. So, like,
and then Andrew Scott turns up at one point, presumably.
But I think, if it's a single location film with loads of talking, and it's well written, then there's no issue there for me. I don't mind listening to well written speaking.
With this format of kind of single location, a lot of yapping. If you take arguably the best working actor and arguably the best working writer, and you put them in a room together, the film's probably going to be all right. And it is, clearly. I've not seen it, but it clearly is.
Well, I thought Richard Linklater wrote it, but apparently no.
Whoa.
It's Robert Kaplow who's...
I'll take it back.
He hasn't written any other film.
What? Why isn't it? Oh yeah, Roll Kaplan. That's weird.
And he's a novelist.
Was it just ripped?
I assume that it's based on a piece of writing rather than.
But surely it would have been adapted.
Yeah, I think it's an adapted screenplay, right? That would make
still
the most
alive.
sense.
He's only 71.
It did confuse me a little bit.
He also did Me and Orson Welles, which was one of Richard Linklater's like 2000s films that doesn't really exist.
It is good though. Like, I'm surprised at how many people don't like it.
It's interesting.
I don't know. Listen, they just don't get it. They don't get it. It's for real.
You've been train dreams.
Yeah. It's out on VOD if anyone wants to watch it.
Yeah, through entirely.
Yeah, Blue Moon.
Yeah, Blue Moon.
You don't have to be a musical knowledge person to like it, because I don't know anything about Oklahoma, and I still enjoyed it. So
go on, Ricky Linky Dink, and go on.
Yeah,
we love you, Ethan Hawke.
FCA Personality of the Year. Until he gives us an interview.
Yeah, we're holding that bit hostage, Ricky Dink.
Yeah.
So you get your Personality of the Year award when you get interviewed with us for 2 minutes.
Yeah, we have a very high bar, which was seen last year when Sydney Sweeney won it.
We should say, formal FCA statement, that was a voted award. We merely...
That was a public vote. That was not us.
Yeah. We're innocent, okay? We're innocent.
Yeah, we do not, or what's it called? We don't affiliate ourselves with Sydney Sweeney.
In fact, in the official FCA ceremony, your words to this effect were, Sydney Sweeney, move on, because you were worried I'd say something that I'd regret.
Yes, because I had a feeling she would end up where she ended up.
Yeah, or you had a feeling that I would make a tit of myself on a live show and get
You don't
sacked.
use that word. Anyway, the last film I saw was... So I started watching Christmas films because it's almost Christmas. It's pretty much Christmas.
Yeah,
it's December, like tomorrow, or maybe the day after tomorrow.
When this episode comes out, it will be December.
So I started watching Christmas films.
I'm with you. I watched Nativity recently. I back it.
Okay, well, I watched a very, very, very bad Christmas film, and those are my favourite usually. But they have to be so bad they're good.
Is it Ma Christmas?
No, unfortunately.
That is a shame.
Oh, you're close. Because I watched A Bad Mom's Christmas.
Bad Ma's Christmas?
I wish. I haven't seen Bad Moms, which is the first film of this series, I guess.
Duology, yeah. I mean, Bad Moms have got an average rating of 2.8, so I'm not sure.
This has an average rating of 2.6, though.
Yeah. It's not ideal, is it?
Anyway, I gave it 1 star. It's not good. I'm sure no one cares about spoilers because you're not going to watch this. There's a scene where Catherine Hahn is waxing this guy's balls, and it's like a 10-minute scene of them talking while that's happening. I don't know what to say about this film.
Unfortunately, some people they'll like that, and they'll go, "Oh, I wish Catherine Hahn did that for me." And those people should not be allowed back into society.
I will say the one good thing about this film, and the reason why it's 1 star and not half, is Susan Sarandon is pretty good.
I love Susan Sarandon. I don't really know why, but I do love her.
She just seems like a fun aunt, you know.
She's a fun unk, but she's an aunt. Fart. That sounds bad. That sounds gross. Actually. That's vulgar. It sounds like fart.
Oh.
But funk is like she stinks.
Susan Sarandon is pretty good. Oh, also, they make an ISIS joke in this film. I don't know why. It was in 2017.
That is prime ISIS, by the way. Is around that time.
Yeah, so they make that joke very clearly. 2 Sky Zone montages. I don't know why. Did Sky Zone pay them for that?
Yes.
Probably.
Well, maybe. We don't know. We can't know.
I actually don't really like the cast other than Susan Sarandon.
Yeah, some questionable faces in there.
One of the husbands looks a bit like Alexis Sanchez.
Is it? You got Jay Hernandez,
Yeah,
Justin,
Jay Hernandez looks a bit like Alexis Sanchez.
Justin Hartley. I forgot he existed. He was
Yeah,
on a show
Justin
called.
Hartley's the guy who's getting his balls waxed.
Oh, that's a shame. He was on This Is
But you know
Us. Like I
what?
watched for a few
I
years.
think he did all right in this film.
He's
I
a
will say. I think he was all right.
he's a decent actor.
Yeah, he's all right.
He can do like dramatic and funny fairly well. I like Justin Hart.
I think he has charm. You know.
Yeah. That's that in the show This Is Us, which is kind of like a family drama. Well, it is a family drama, spanning multiple generations. He is like pure charm.
He's a charming guy.
Yeah. Justin Hartley, FCA approved.
Yep.
Stamped.
All right. Well, that's it. That's all I watched.
And that's us. Right. Some dissing course time. We need a jingle. Someone make us a jingle, please. I don't want. We are not having ChatGPT make us a jingle. Topic number one. There's been a lot of talk about Glen Powell being the next Tom Cruise. Personally, I vehemently disagree with that comparison. I like not to do it the whole. There's no real movie stars anymore. There isn't another Tom Cruise, and it definitely isn't Glen Powell. I like Glen Powell a lot, but like they are just incredibly different people. Just because Tom Cruise is friends with him does not mean he is the next iteration of him. Where do you land on Glen Powell as the next Tom Cruise?
I mean, you know, I love Glen Powell. He is spooky.
So do I. But come on.
I mean, I still see him as like Glen Powell. Like, if you went to a random person on the street and said Glen Powell, do you really think they'd know who that man is? If you showed them a picture of Glen Powell, would they be able to say, "Oh my god, that's Glen Powell"? No, probably not.
They go, "Oh, it's a guy from Top Gun."
Or yeah, I mean yeah.
No, it is Top Gun is the one right now for
I mean,
him.
my mum wouldn't know him as the guy from Anyone But You, to be honest.
Another mention,
which I mean, that was a bit of a hit. Like that was a little bit of a hit. I'm not gonna lie. Like it did well. It did well at the box office.
Yeah, despite having one of the worst working actors in it. So
you know what? But
quite impressive.
It was fun. It was fun.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
It was alright. It wasn't his. It's not his best rom-com though.
No, because there's that one with Zoe Deutsch. Set It Up. That's a very, very good rom-com.
It's quite an
one
underrated
of the best, I think, of recent years, to be honest.
Of recent years, yeah. I'll give you that. But he's not Tom Cruise. He's just not.
Well, no, obviously not, but it's also quite early. I mean, he's definitely not a young star, as some people were trying to paint him as. He definitely 40. Is like Unk, but, you know,
he's just
I don't
a
know.
movie
Let's come
star.
back to it in 10 years. He's not going to be Tom Cruise, but he'll be probably somewhere. I don't know.
Okay, next up, James Cameron, who a man I'm not sure I like or not. I don't
like him.
I like the two Terminator films that I watched, but I think he irritates me a lot.
I think he likes AI.
I mean AI. Right, we're not having that debate. Let's
not even talk about that.
No, he came out last week and said that Netflix films shouldn't be eligible for Oscars because they do not get theatrical releases, and thus undermine the filmmaking as cinema going as a way of whatever. I think he's talking absolute bollocks.
Okay, I'm glad that you agree, because I was going to say if you don't agree, I'm going to argue with you. So I'm glad that you're on the same side here.
It's so ridiculous. Like, what are you on about? Like, yes, Netflix not doing theatrical releases is a real shame. You know, they could have got a lot of bums in seats for Wake Up Dead Man. Probably some bums in seats for J. Kelly, not loads, but some. Train Dreams deserve the theatrical release. Like you can say about a lot of their films. I'm actually forgetting others over the last couple of years. I mean, Glass Onion is another one.
I mean, even Frankenstein recently.
100%, yeah, of course, Frankenstein. But like to say that they shouldn't be eligible for Oscars is so narrow-minded and almost elitist. To be like, oh, only films that get proper theatrical releases deserve Oscar coverage. Like, okay, what about if there's a really small indie film that gets a really small theatrical rollout that's brilliant and then goes on to get a couple of Oscar nominations? Would James Cameron not be a fan of that because it didn't get a full theatrical release? Or is he maybe just a little bit bitter and jealous that those films have a lot of eyes on them, and his. I mean, Avatar does well, of course, but they are pumping out a lot of films very quickly that have a lot of eyes on them and get a lot of money funded for them.
Yeah, I agree. I also think the fact that he mentioned a certain number of, cinemas that they should be in, in the US or internationally is just so dumb. And of course, he can say that from his position of privilege, where every film he makes is a blockbuster. But
would someone
you can't
please
just say,
think of the white man?
This film that is distributed by a really small company can only get into a certain amount of theaters, and that means it shouldn't be eligible for Oscars. Like, what are you talking about? Shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't agree. Goodbye.
James Cameron, not FCA approved.
No,
not FCA approved.
Goodbye, James Cameron.
Yeah, I will have to watch. I will have to watch Avatar 2 and 3, mainly because I want to see the Odyssey preview though. So that is I will have to do that. Variety have released their list of their top 100 comedies of all time list. I'll be honest, I didn't read it properly because
I didn't read any of it. I don't know.
Some Like It Hot was
they
like
had
number
top
2.
5. Give me the top 5. What was it?
I cannot remember. You name.
Okay, I have no idea.
So do you have your top 5 comedies down, or do you want me to name mine
No.
first and delay?
I can name some though. Name some.
My 5 favorite comedies of all time. So I feel like we're not going to do a whole 100 because I think we would run out.
I don't think I've watched 100.
Yeah, I think I probably have, but like I don't want to. There's like a lot of mediocre content there. My top 5 comedies of all time. This is the Jack Hancock list. Is no particular order. After Hours by Martin Scorsese, Nice Guys, Superbad, Doctor Strangelove, and a little Army of Darkness sneak. Saw that recently. Big fan of that. That would be my top 5.
I think I would go with, I don't really, there's some that overlap in terms of genre, right? It's hard to say straight comedy. I won't repeat any that you said, like After Hours. So
Some Like It Hot has been there, yeah.
I was going to say Some Like It Hot is up there. I mean, I absolutely love Eurotrip, and I think Eurotrip is a comedy. Like, there is, that is 100% a comedy. There's no other genre in there, to be honest. So I think it's just a pure comedy that is one of my favorites.
Mm-hmm.
City Lights, Charles Chaplin, Hitman, Richard Linklater.
I forgot about the whole Charles Chaplin. I always forget about that, and I always go to correct you, and then remember it's a bit.
In terms of comedy, I mean, The Favourite to me is a comedy.
It's definitely a comedy. Yeah. 100%.
Bottoms is a recent comedy that I like. I'll go with But I'm a Cheerleader.
You need to watch that.
Palm Springs, Clueless. The Naked Gun reboot, I still think is great.
Shall I read you the? I'd also put what's it called? Blazing Saddles by Mel Brooks would be on there for me.
Machete.
Black Dynamite would be on. The top 10 is Groundhog Day. I've not seen that film for about 8 years, but I remember liking it. Young Frankenstein, gonna watch it very soon. Mel Brooks film. Fargo. I wouldn't have Fargo on there. I like Fargo.
Is Fargo a comedy?
It's sort of. It's not like an act. Yeah, I don't know. It's like a Coen comedy, so it doesn't really count.
In Bruges, I'll go with as well, actually.
That's up there for me as well. Duck Soup. Not even heard of that from the Marx
Don't know.
Oh, Monty Python and the Holy Grail. That would be up there for me. Waiting for Guffman. Never heard of it. The Great Dictator from Charles Chaplin.
I need to watch that. That's the one I haven't watched. Fuck.
Annie Hall by Woody Allen.
Okay.
Yeah. Some Like It Hot number 2. And number 1. Okay.
Some Like It Hot is a good shout as a number, like as a top 2.
Number 1, The Naked Gun from the Files of Police Squad. The first Naked Gun film.
What?
It's like
really?
It's a good comedy. But it's not even the best Naked Gun film.
That's strange.
But they'd obviously never put the new one on there because that'd be insane.
Well, no.
But yeah, that's the top 10.
That's strange.
Yeah. I'd love to know how they got that list. I don't know if it was voted for or like opinion.
I would even go 21 and 22 Jump Street in there, to be honest. I think they're quite good. They're quite fun.
Is that just because you quote "My name is Jeff" like 10 times a day?
No.
You're a big Jeff guy.
What? Also, White Chicks is up there. It is very fun.
Not for me. Yeah.
I rewatched it last year and I found it quite funny.
I watched it for the first time last year and I was like, but I didn't have like that that inbuilt.
You need
love
the
for
vibes.
It.
You need to watch it with friends, I think.
I just rather watch other films. Anyway, next up, films we are excited to rewatch. Do you have any? Because I've got 5 for different reasons.
Do you mean like coming out in the next year?
No, not necessarily. So do you want me to give you my list to give you a little flavour?
Yeah, you go for it.
So mine's a mixture of like things I watched at film festivals, films I watched that I didn't like, but I think I'd probably really like on second watch. And sometimes it's some films just things I love but I haven't seen for a while. First one is Mulholland Drive. I gave it like a 2 or 2.5 when I first watched it. I think early in the year or last year, and I didn't like it at all. But obviously I've like David Lynch has now done like a complete 180 on him. He's like one of my favorite filmmakers. And I feel like I'd love it on rewatch. I just didn't get it the first time. Really excited to rewatch Central Valley when it comes out because I think it probably goes to 5-star. I keep listening to Canic Chase by Liber Cifra, which is a song I think plays at the end. I think obviously big Joachim Trier guy now. I'm excited to rewatch The Apartment around New Year's Eve because I feel like I will appreciate it more. Excited to rewatch It's a Wonderful Life over the next couple of weeks probably because it's Christmas and it's like that film made me cry a lot the first time. And quite excited to rewatch A Thin Red Line, which is probably my favourite of a war film. I got on a lot of Criterions last Christmas that I just haven't watched yet, like Marriage Story, for example, and The Thin Red Line. So yeah, they're 5. Mulholland Drive is definitely top of the films that I definitely need to rewatch soon.
Okay, I see. You said rewatch. I didn't hear what you said at all. Rewatch. I really, really, really want to rewatch Sentimental Value so badly.
Oh, Christmas, I think. Boxing Day.
I think it is out on Christmas. Hopefully. I think on rewatch I will break down and cry. I just the first time I was just I think a bit in shock and a bit out of it. But I still gave it 5 stars. I think on a rewatch I would just collapse and cry.
I think this it also might be. We can almost definitely say now that the winner of Best Supporting Actress at the FCAs is Inga Ibsdottir Liljas.
I mean, yeah, 100%.
Insane.
She's great.
And I'm glad she's getting applauded at the moment. It's thoroughly deserved because she's fantastic.
Yeah. Another film. Recently I was thinking, I really want to rewatch Wolf of Wall Street. I haven't watched it in so long.
Oh, me too.
It's just... I just feel like it just flies, It flies, and I think as you can watch it as many times as you want, and you still, if it's on, you'll just watch the whole thing. Or like you'll watch the rest of it as it plays, because it's just such an entertaining film. It's brilliant. I think that's the best DiCaprio performance. Yeah. To me, it just is.
Yeah, he does get better as he goes. Like there are so many DiCaprio performances that there's a lot of DiCaprio films I haven't seen that I'm really excited to watch. Oh fuck! What's that film we did with Scorsese? Where he's like the fraudster. Oh my god, what's it called?
Killers of the Flower Moon. No.
No. Early, right? But I'm gonna waffle. I've not seen The Departed.
Departed is so good.
The Departed. The
Departed.
Like
Peter Griffin.
What is that film? Oh god. Oh, what's it called?
I don't know.
Oh no, it's Spielberg.
Look up Leonardo DiCaprio.
I'm trying. It's Spielberg. That's why I couldn't find it.
Another film I want to rewatch is one I own, and it's Babylon as well. 4K.
Catch Me If You Can. Sorry, got no name.
Catch Me If You Can. Yeah, I've always seen that.
I haven't seen Babylon for years.
I need to rewatch as well.
God, I love movies. Oh, what a life!
Yeah, I do love movies, even though I've been slacking lately. But
how many are you on this year? How many have you seen?
How many am I on this year? 153, I think.
Yeah, mine includes some shorts and comedy specials and stuff.
157.
I'm at 307.
Jesus.
Yeah. It's higher than I thought it would be, to be honest. Fairly impressed with that.
That's very high.
Yeah. So stay tuned for those rewatches. I think the Mulholland rewatch. I need to get be in the perfect mood for it. Otherwise, I think I might cry because I really want to like it. And I hope I will because everyone else loves it, and I love David Lynch, but that was one I just I just didn't get it, man. I just didn't get it. You can pick the next topic. Are we doing the one you're currently hovering over?
I think we will do a physical media update, and well, before we do that, I think we just mentioned Jenna Ortega because a lot of people haven't talked about her recently.
Do you like her?
I think as a person,
That's
I think
not what
I
I'm asking.
do.
That's not what I'm asking.
Like, I think she seems like a nice person, and she seems like she knows about films. I don't know if the thing is, right, is this makes it difficult for me to understand, because usually when you have people who just pick projects for money, it's people like Millie Bobby Brown who don't watch films.
I don't even think she's picking for money.
And it's like, oh, fair enough, it's just your job, so you don't care. But I feel like she does care and she knows about films, so why is she doing the Labubu movie 2? And
the thing is,
Wednesday seasons 3 to 10.
When I look at her filmography, like I've not seen her in loads.
Her fans are quite young as well, though, and she kind of has to cater to that.
I've seen her in like 3, 4 things. I don't like her that much as a performer. But like when I look at her, like her filmography
her
filmography is awful. But it doesn't even look like she's doing it for money. I think she's just really bad at picking projects, or picking scripts. Like she might get pitched a concept, like, I don't know, Miller's Girl, for example.
I heard The Fallout is not bad.
Miller's Girl, like the concept is somewhat interesting.
I don't even know about the concept. I don't even want to watch it based on the concept, to be honest.
No, but like I guess it's almost like After the Hunt, isn't it? Like there is maybe a film in there, but the script is. I've not seen the film, and I never intend to. The script's obviously so bad.
I'm not watching that.
And like the Death of the Unicorn, like that could have been a fun, kind of a family comedy horror. You know, one of them that doesn't look good. Beetlejuice was awful. X.
I hated it.
I didn't like X, but like people did, so I get that.
I liked X a lot.
That's a good project. But like then I just look at the rest and I'm like, ugh, there's nothing there. And then like she just is in bad films and also not that good.
But listen, to be fair, despite the fact that her projects aren't very good, maybe other than X or The Fallout, in my opinion.
Or I'm Man 3.
But she's somehow, to give her some credit, she's somehow kind of a known household name.
Yeah.
Somehow.
Because of Wednesday.
Because of Wednesday, and I think also she has a lot of younger fans who kind of watch anything.
I don't really know why she's been, and like
she was in a Sabrina Carpenter music video.
Yeah, I don't mind her as a person. Like, I've got nothing against her as a person at all. I just don't really know how she's got to a position where she's being put forward for these roles, and he's like, I don't know how she's become a known name versus other young performers who are better.
I think I think you're a little bit harsh, because I think she hasn't really had an opportunity to actually show off her acting, right?
She reminds me of Zendaya a little bit. And I know that might sound like a lazy comparison.
I kind of agree, but I do think Zendaya was really good in Euphoria. I will say that.
She's funny.
And
I actually think
on rewatch she is good in challenges.
Oh yeah, definitely, 100%. Yeah.
So at least she's had a bit there.
That line in Challenge where she's like, you got like the best shot you got is with a fucking shotgun in your mouth or whatever. And there's that scene there's that clip doing the rounds from Euphoria season 2 where she sees, is it Maddie? I can't remember who it was, through the window. And she's
great in Euphoria.
Like, she's really funny in Euphoria. Whereas like I've not seen like a terrible performance from Jenna Ortega, I should say. She's kind of Tom Holland for me. Like
I kind of agree.
I'm just like a complete neutral with her. And I don't know. It'd be interesting. I don't really know where she ends up. Likeable, definitely, but
she's
Tom
charming.
Holland. She's a female Tom Holland.
I want to quickly add a little topic. Have you seen any of the information coming out about Euphoria season 3? By the way,
yeah, it's nuts.
It's very weird.
Sam Levinson is one of the weirdest people of all
Sam
time.
Levinson is such a strange guy. Why is every female character a stripper?
Yeah.
What is going on? Like, could you not think of anything else? Any different character development for any of your female characters?
Rue is such a good character, and
I do really like Rue. Yeah,
I've not seen Euphoria in years. No one has. No one
I
has.
also, I mean, no one has
Jacob
because it
Elordi's
came
character's
out
really
a
good.
while ago.
His character is really interesting.
I like Hunter Schafer. I really do, and I feel like
she's really
she
good.
should be in better projects.
Yeah. I actually, I've got like, obviously Jacob Elordi's character is detestable, but that's a good character because there is depth there, and there is like you can kind of see why his worldview is the way it is.
Does Sam Levinson hate women?
Yes, yeah. I always forget that Coleman Domingo's in it.
Yeah. You know what? To be fair,
FCA approved.
Whoever's in charge of casting has done a great job because clearly these actors are great.
Yeah,
in their own way.
Yeah, that's Zendaya, Sydney Sweeney. Well, not so much. Hunter Schafer.
I mean, at least they've gone somewhere and they've been in the they've had successful careers. Yeah. I'd say most of them.
Angus Cloud, like tragically, took really young, but he was like really good. I really liked Fezco.
Yeah.
Jacob Elordi, Maud Apatow. I liked
Jacob
a lot as
Lordy's
Lexi.
Great.
Who else? Dominic Fike.
Dominic Fike is a great artist, music artist.
Lucas Gage, one of my favourites. One of my favourite.
We like Lucas Gage on the podcast.
This is a pro Lucas Gage podcast. Beloved filmmaker Chloe Cherry.
I mean, the thing is, she's good in Euphoria.
Yeah, yeah.
But she probably is playing herself a little bit.
Yeah, yeah. But like, it's like a really interesting cast of performers.
You know what? I'm
Storm
a little bit upset that Alexa Demie hasn't really been in anything.
What did I see?
Because I really liked her in Euphoria as Maddie.
Was she? Oh yeah. Part of me wants to rewatch Euphoria, but part of me really doesn't. Like, I don't need to do that to myself.
I think I might as well just wait till season 3 and see if I can remember anything.
Because I won't remember. Yeah. Because I'll
just pick it up as it goes along.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. She's a stripper now. Cool. Oh wait, she's also a stripper. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Sam Levinson's like, right, here's the idea: tits and drugs. Are you in? And that's his entire.
I mean, at least they're going to be like 25 to 30, right? So that's good.
Yeah. No, it is. Yeah.
At least they'll be age appropriate. Well, no, but
there'll be new characters that are not age appropriate.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I hope not.
Like Gia will be a stripper now for some reason.
For God's sake.
That's Euphoria.
Rue's mum is going to be a stripper and have an OnlyFans.
Is going to be a stripper?
I don't know.
I'm not against
that. Anyway, Euphoria. We'll see.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about Sydney Sweeney. Let's move on. Well, yeah, no, let's not. Anyway,
let's not touch out with a barge, pal.
No, and never again. Anyway, I'll do a quick physical media update because there was a Criterion sale, and I picked up a few. I've already spoken about Modern Times, Charles Chaplin
joint.
Yes. I also got 2 French films. I got The Mother and the Whore, 1973, directed by Jean Eustache, maybe. Anyway,
in French.
I don't know. It's a difficult one to pronounce because I wouldn't expect that to be a French surname. Anyway,
la mère et la putain.
La maman et la putain.
La maman, yeah. What are the mère?
Anyway, there's a character called Weronika in there, so that's big for me.
Because that speaks a lot.
I'd say both. I don't know.
Okay.
Anyway,
Sam Levinson, welcome back.
Welcome back, Euphoria season 3. She's a mother and a whore.
She's got deaf guys. She's got kids and she's a whore.
Yeah, actually, that's Sydney Sweeney's character in Euphoria season 3.
Yeah, this is getting content warning, isn't it? We said whore too much.
Yeah. The other French film I got is 1964 released, The Umbrellas of Cherbourg, and I've heard this is very good.
It's a popular.
Jacques Demy.
Yes.
Charlie XCX has it on her watch list, and I'm surprised she hasn't watched it because I think this is her sort of vibe.
She's basically unemployed. She should be able to watch this.
I feel like I'm a bit disappointed she hasn't yet, but it also makes me feel good that I haven't. So thanks, Charlie.
Les Parapluies de Cherbourg.
Sure. Next film I got was Thelma and Louise 4K. I was very surprised. This is directed by Ridley Scott. I didn't expect this to be directed by Ridley Scott.
Because Ridley's such a chad.
Yeah. But Susan Sarandon's in it. Our friend Susan Sarandon from
Friend
A
of the
Bad
show.
Mom's Christmas.
Friend of the show, Susan Sarandon.
Yes, so I'll definitely be watching that soon.
I think it's written by a woman, by the way. So
I mean, the reviews are, very good. Most people that I follow have rated it at least 4 stars.
Written by Callie Curry, so not written by a man, which makes sense.
Yeah, she hasn't written much. What's going on? What happened, Callie?
What's going on here? Let's investigate. What happened to?
Yeah, what's going on?
I'm very glad I didn't look up at Letterboxd where everyone said she died, because that would have been a shame.
Yeah, I also checked that. Last film I got in the Criterion sale was Night on Earth, 1991, directed by Jim Jarmusch, who is someone whose film I saw in Venice.
Mother, daughter, whore, whatever. What was it?
Huh?
It was mother, daughter,
the mother,
son,
mother, sister, father, brother, mother.
Yeah.
Mother, father, sister, brother.
Sounds like a Sam Levinson plot.
Anyway, it has very, very good reviews from all my friends. It's like at least 4.5 stars from all of my friends who've seen it. So I just assumed that this is a very good film. Winona Ryder, Gina Rowlands, Giancarlo Esposito, Rosie Perez. Like, this is probably going to be great. So yeah, those are the 4 I got in the Criterion sale. 5, but 4 I haven't seen. So I'll be watching them very soon. And we'll be reviewing them. I got a few vinyls, but they're a little bit boring. So I'll leave them for another day.
Wraps this up nicely. Hell of an episode. I will very, very quickly, shamelessly plug a new. I've actually got quite a lot of articles out at the moment. A couple of projects I released and one that I wrote during for uni assessments. But the big one I want to plug is my article that came out today, being the 30th of November, on my Medium page, Hancock Analysis. It is titled "The Death of a Good Idea, 2025-26 Portsmouth FC." I basically delve into what has gone wrong this year, why it's gone wrong, and what can be done to fix it, if it can be fixed. It's not too analytical actually. It's quite conversational. It's very from the heart. Not that I didn't research it, but I didn't have to. I've watched enough. I've watched all but 2 Portsmouth games this year. So I kind of, it just came off the cuff, kind of right from the heart. I wrote it angry and I wrote it sad, and I edited it when I had a clearer head. So yeah, go read that. But that officially takes up to another episode. Hope you enjoyed. All links are in the description. Please give 5 stars on Apple and Spotify if you enjoyed. Veronica, a pleasure as always. Do you remember the email? It's been a while.
Yes, floodlightpod@gmail.com.
Perfect. We'll be back next week, or maybe a little bit longer. Who knows? But until then, keep watching and keep consuming.